hope that it all works. Just like, now don't get nervous in front of the camera. Okay, I'm just talk as if there's a friend you're talking to. All right, billions of people watching. Oh, great, you're making it so comfortable. Okay, great, thank you. Neil, everybody.
How does it feel to be here at the Golden Joystick?
Yeah, it's wonderful. I think like it's one of those ones where it's been such an interesting year that it's really nice to kind of get together with other developers and other creators and just kind of celebrate the industry as a whole. So yeah, I'm really happy to be here, man.
And I must admit that I had seen House of the Dragon, and I had seen videos of you as a game developer in them, and I had not put two and two together and realised it was the same person. How have you ended up having this kind of double career going on?
By not sleeping. Simply, no, I mean, like, I've always been a lover of video games, the storytelling element as a whole, all the medias, film, TV, you know, I've wanted to just tell stories in any way, shape I can. I was fortunate to have done a video game, Assassin's Creed Origins, and that was kind of like my introduction into the world as a whole, as actually being a developer. And yeah, now I'm here kind of building and creating and playing, which is great.
Tell us about the games that you've worked on yourself.
Yeah, so the game actually launched this year, Tales of Kenzera, Zao. And that was a game that was all about African mythology and about the grief that I felt after losing my father. And I wanted to kind of express it in a game medium because he introduced me to games. So that was something that I was building personally with my team, and it's been a real journey as a whole as well. Like that's been like a hell of a learning process. Very different to like the TV shows and the films that I normally do.
What was it like kind of putting a team together to work on something like that?
Oh man. I mean, I'd say this. I honestly, all I did was message as many people on LinkedIn as possible and told them, hey, I'm an actor and I want to make a video game. But I, essentially, explained to them the reasoning as to why I wanted to do it. The idea of exploring grief in the game format, the idea of looking at African mythology. And it was actually a lot easier than it was actually, supposed to be. And I learned a hell of a lot from the team that I've built. And, it's been a whole interesting experience, sort of learning as I'm building what it means to make a game.
Amazing. And what are you working on next in that capacity? Or are you still kind of tweaking the first?
Yeah, no. So we literally just launched a patch today, which is really great fun. But we're also we're doing a lot of games. We're like making like a few ideas and things that we're cooking. We're pitching at the moment as well. We're also doing film as well. Like we're looking into indie film as well because the studio, we're designed to kind of dabble in all these different mediums as a whole. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at the moment, man. We're just cooking.
Amazing. And what's it like kind of working in different mediums? What are the different challenges of games versus TV versus film?
Yeah, I think most of the challenges really are it's about telling the right story in the right medium and using it to do the right thing. The one thing about games that I love is that it's so interactive. You're asking the audience to participate in the story that you're telling, whereas with film and TV, a lot of it's passive. You don't necessarily... You're engaging the audience still, but not to the level of what games do. So it's about finding that balance and finding that, with games, it is about being fun. It's about being active. So, yeah, it's an interesting one because having to, code switch, from film, TV, then games is definitely a skill, one that I'm still learning, but ultimately they are kind of all connected through storytelling.
Right, and would you forgive me a little House of the Dragon question to finish off? I mean, how does something like that happen? Was it one of those things where, I don't know what I'm auditioning for, did you know this is the Game of Thrones thing, oh my god?
No, I had no idea, and funnily enough, the same person who cast me in House of the Dragon, she's a lovely Kate Rowe James, a huge fan of hers. She cast me in Raised by Wolves and Napoleon as well with Ridley, and so she even kept the secret from me, which is amazing. But you have no idea really. You just go for it and see what happens and hope that it all works. Just like, now don't get nervous in front of the camera. Okay, I'm just talk as if there's a friend you're talking to. All right, billions of people watching. Oh great, you're making it so comfortable. Okay, great, thank you. Neil, everybody, Neil.
Well, that must be the nice thing about coming to things like this and getting to know people throughout the industry.
It really is. It really is. So I love events. And then this is the thing, this is why these events are so cool. It's because you actually do meet amazing people and you're reminded about how beautiful the space is.